sexy kumquats, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's a really good life. It feels like it's actually been quite a while since I last vlogged. A couple of months, I think. That's purely because there hasn't been much to vlog while we've been in lockdown, but I'll update you all on some things about that later. But first, I've got my cup of tea. I wanted to talk to you about this box right here that arrived by courier a couple of days ago. So this is the Trionic Walker from Sweden. You may remember when I was first diagnosed with MS, I purchased the Trionic Veloped, which is different than this. Now, the reason why I have got this is because during lockdown, like social distancing mode, I had to change a lot of my related activities that I used to do. So I employed a new support worker, a new disability support worker, who has horses. She owns 5 horses, and so every second Sunday I go to her property and we spend time with horses. I'm actually going to work on gaining the strength and balance and all that to ride a horse, because I have primary progressive MS. That's a little bit of a trial. Hang on, I've got to wet my lips. There we go, lips are wet. Let's continue. What was I saying? I'm also doing equine therapy. So obviously with my Permobil F5 wheelchair, it is not really suited to be churning through the mud in horse paddocks. So that's why I bought this all-terrain walker. And when I say all-terrain, I don't just mean it. I mean, this is the real bomb. This is the shit. This is the best. I'm not sponsored. I just love Trionic products. So I'm going to get this out of the box, get it assembled, and then we will talk about this just a little bit more. Okay? Yeah? Sound good? Happy Saturday. So my Trionic Veloped is now out of its box and it's been assembled. It came pretty much all put together, really. There's just some minor adjustments. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you some of the features of the Veloped, some of the things I've noticed so far, the good, the bad. One of the things that stands out, of course, is the cost, the money. How much is it going to set you back to get one of these? Now, can you have a guess? Well, it was about $2,100, including postage, overseas shipping, and that included the walking stick holder and the drink bottle. But if you're looking for a really quality all-terrain walker, what price can you put on that? Like, what price can you put on the ability to access the outdoors and live an ordinary life, as the NDIS so eloquently puts it? Anyway, so the first thing I'd say is that I like my mobility aids to be sexy, because I am a hot, banging hot chick, and I don't want to be walking down the road with some old-fashioned Chinese clunking Aldi crap. Like, no, just no. My image, my self-image is really important. Whether you think that's vain or not, I don't care. But the way that a mobility aid looks is the first sort of appealing feature. And I think this looks really trendy. I don't feel out of place using this. It has 14-inch wheels, and they are pump-up wheels. I paid a little bit extra to get the upgraded quality wheel, the Schwali wheel. So I think it was about $100 extra to get the quality with the tube inserts. Anyway, I believe that the capacity for this walker is 150 kilos. So I can sit on it and I won't worry about breaking it, because, you know, curvaceous babe like myself. So yeah, 14-inch wheels. You can get I believe it's a 9-incher, a 12-incher and a 14-incher. And the 14-incher is definitely designed for outdoors. Could still use it inside, but only if you've got like a pretty big house. I'd recommend going to the 9-incher, but talk to your OT about that. Yes, they can be funded under NDIS. Again, talking to your OT is the best way to do it, and exploring those different options, because everybody's different and this may or may not suit you. So, one of the things I will talk about straight away is the handles, the grips. So you can choose different types of grips. I particularly like this big, thick, can't remember the exact name of the damn grip, but I like that you can put your hand on top of it and it comfortably takes your weight. The brakes are a little bit tricky. I'm still getting a hang of them, quite honestly, but you click like that and then you flick that backwards and that's the brake. So putting that on then allows you to be able to sit down comfortably, and that for me is not, it's not uncomfortable, it's quite comfortable. I could sit here for, you know, quite a period of time and feel rested. It's a good height. Now you can adjust the height, fuck knows how, but you can. I can't quite remember. Oh yes, there's grippy little handles here that you can adjust the height with. So yeah, that can go up and down to suit. And there are different back widths that you can choose. Like if you are a little bit of a curvaceous babe, you might need like a wider back to hold you. So that is an optional extra as well. Now over here I have a walking stick holder. You simply push it in like that. Oh, isn't that fabulous? So fancy. And that's the way that it grips you. I've got my drink bottle holder down here, perfect for summer. I actually put my cup of tea in it this morning. Got one from, I don't know, some bloody cafe somewhere. And to close it, you simply lift up on that and it will close. So one handle and then you just push down and that's, you'll hear the click. Oh shit, did I do that right? Yep. So that's it. It's very easy to maneuver. Oh, one more feature that I particularly like is, you know how you've got your Chinese clunker walkers, and when you're like, sometimes the front wheels get stuck together and they don't swivel properly. Well, this won't happen because this has a pulley system. There's a rubber pulley mechanism here. You don't want to put weight on that, but it controls the wheels so the wheels are always aligning to the way that the machine is going and to the way that your body's navigating the environment. So that's it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, but let's just take this for a bit of a walk.
Long ago. Yep. And stand. And we're going to keep all that out. And we've got our hoop. Yeah. Okay. And you want to come around this side? Hopefully I don't get a bite on the bottom. So we're going to get his feet. And we're going to lift it up by the bottom. Now see his feet? Yeah. He's just had all that trimmed. So when they get trimmed, all that gets trimmed back nicely. Don't you bite me? Okay?
So it's the next day now. No, it's actually 2 days later. It's Tuesday today, isn't it? Time goes fast. Anyway, point being, I put up a post on Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, come on, why not? You know you should be. It's at Wheely Good Life, WHEELY Good Life. I put a post up asking what things people might want to hear me talk about when it comes to the Trionic Veloped, and people want to really hear the good and the bad, and particularly about how it fits into cars. Now, everybody's different. That being said, the Trionic is a walker that weighs 11 kilos. So I'm not going to say that that's an easy walker to lift and put into a car. But for me, that really doesn't matter because I don't drive, and I always have a driver with me or a support worker, and frankly, they're getting paid to do that. So 11 kilos is well within the limits for an able-bodied person to be able to lift. So if you're one of those people that have a disability and you're like, you don't want to engage with support workers because you want to preserve your independence or whatever the argument may be, I truly don't really understand it, because maybe this is a little bit, you know, controversial, but support workers, their entire role is to promote your independence and enable you to do more things. Not so, you know, so you're not sitting at home staring at four walls, you're actually out there in the community. And does it really matter if you can't lift your own walker into the car? Really? Pay someone to do it. Get a support worker. Jesus, don't be silly. Anyway, enough of that rant. Now, this is the bad part of the Trionic Walker. So you fold it by lifting up. Okay, so it just folds simple like that. The only thing I have found is, one, it doesn't have like a clip to hold the two parts together, and due to its size, it can be a little bit awkward to hold. Now, I've been working out in the gym quite a bit during this COVID lockdown, so for me, 11 kilos can be done. You know, it can be. Is it easy? Would I do it when I'm fatigued? No, I wouldn't. But I can lift it. Am I going to be able to lift it repeatedly in and out of a car? No, don't think so, but that's why I'm going to hand it over to my happy helper and show you how I would load it into this small car. There. The easiest way to do is to load it in sideways. So yeah, it does fit. Is someone with MS going to be able to lift that in and out of the car? Oh, you know, that's debatable, but it is what it is. It still would not turn me off purchasing. So in conclusion, all cars are different. This car has the ability for the seats to fold down, so you've got extra space in that back section. Not every car's going to be able to have that. The weight, I think, yeah, it's a definite drawback, but you're not going to get the ability to access all terrain without that rugged frame. So rugged frame means weight. It can't be one without the other necessarily. So yeah, it still doesn't turn me off it. I'm loving everything about the Trionic Walker. Absolutely no regrets in purchasing it. That's just one little downside. I would highly suggest that if you're thinking of purchasing one, yeah, you can ask me questions undoubtedly, but the absolute best person to talk to is your occupational therapist, because they can explain how it can be funded under your plan, or failing that, your support coordinator. I hope you have a good one. Yeah. Was that good? What do you think? Now, this is the second assistive technology product I'm going to be talking about in this vlog. I decided to purchase the Ring Video Doorbell version 2 through an NDIS registered provider called Mac and PC Doctors. Google them. They're based in Queensland. I purchased this through my NDIS low risk AT/consumables budget. It was about $300, I believe, and I purchased a second battery for it, and that was about $50. So I've always got a battery to just slip out and change. Now, I chose the Ring Doorbell because I really think that if you're living with a disability, home security is really important. And not only that, but if I'm at work or out and about in the community, out doing my thing, like someone can come to the door, or I've got support workers, you know, that offer access to home when I'm not there, and it's really important that I can see them, hear them, know what time they've come in, know what time they've left. I can just keep up a certain level of home security. It's got 180p HD video. I can see, hear and speak to visitors from anywhere. So it links into an app in your phone, and I can answer the door from my phone, my tablet and my PC. So if I can't possibly miss it, can I? So it's got infrared night vision. It should pick it up at night. Snapshot capture. Oh, that should be interesting. It is weather resistant. Doesn't say it's waterproof, but weather resistant. So this is going to be undercover anyway, but it's not going to be out in all elements. So I will get this installed and we'll test it out and see how we go. But yeah, I'm actually planning to upgrade security quite a bit over the next few months. This is part A of that project.
Hello? Who's that at the front door?
Nina from It's a Really Good Life. Can I come in?
If you can properly identify yourself, you can come in.
My name is Nina, N-I-N-A, Crumpet.
Nina Crumpet, you are quite welcome to come in. Thank you so much for ringing on the Ring phone.
Awesome. And always remember, it really is a really good life.
What did you think of Mummy's vlogging? Did you think I did a good job? Yeah, Mummy did a good job. Yeah. Yeah, Kenny.